So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United against Lille.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Rummenigge, back towards the middle. And here's Van Basten.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Gullit, and he's worked it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Gullit is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Van Basten. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, nice touch.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Araujo.
You know who I've got my eye on here, Peter? Dennis Bergkamp. He'll be performing all sorts of different roles out there. The focal point up front, the ball carrier, the link between the midfield and the attack.
A beautiful inventor, and he does it all, of course, with unmatched panache.
Yeah, a team player through and through, and he's totally unselfish.
And now they can clear their lines. And now they can spring out of defence. Gullit. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Del Piero. Bergkamp is always looking to break lines. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively. And the chance!
Vieira. Now Van Basten. Beckenbauer. And the pass is intercepted. Scholes. Tries from a long way out. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. And this is Bergkamp. It's run loose. Who has a shot? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's made its way to him. And this is Puskás. And he's chosen to go back. He has a look up. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Conte. Del Piero. And here's Bergkamp. Rijkaard. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Gives it back, chips it through, and this shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And a chance! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
2 added minutes have been
And that has
indicated.
added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's Makalele. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. How would you review the first half?
Lille will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come
Just
for
a
the
quick
break with
announcement.
nothing to
We would like
separate
to
them.
inform
The
you
score
that
1-1.
CCTV is now in operation for your safety. Substitution.
The second half then, just getting going. Now it's Van Basten. Conte. Del Piero. And it's Gullit. Lille come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think...
Van Basten! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Now it's Van Basten. Makalele. And here's Kante. Shifted it to the flank. Scholes. And here's Kante. Looking here to chip it through. Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And here's Van Basten. That has been cut short. That's travelling a long way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Basten. Looking for the run. Puskás. Here's Scholes. And it's Makalele. And here's Kante. Park Ji-sung. Can he get on the end of this? And now the breakaway. Well, that has not gone well. Lille perhaps contemplating their next change here. Spread it left. Conte. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Knocks it into space. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Manchester United.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Del Piero coming on the field.
And that has been cleared.
Owen, number 10.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Lille have their third corner. Chance to shoot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Lille really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Makalele has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He has found the way through. And the shot! And he's opted for the long pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Raul. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. Van Basten. Good take, and it tries a shot! Goal! Lille! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Lille take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Beckenbauer. It's Park Ji-sung. It's a throw-in. Park Ji-sung. Mbappe.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Wants a look and plays it forward. Nicely weighted ball. Very much into the last knockings. Mbappe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Howson.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet is onto it in a flash. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Bergkamp. So that's it, it is all over. Lille have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Pullet claiming the man of the match. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And this is Ronaldo.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is Haaland! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Nesta. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Van Basten. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Maicon. And it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming. The ball has bounced loose now. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, good-looking ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gerrard. Maicon gets into some space.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. There's the shot! Oh, crossbar! And now a sudden chance to counter. Lille yet to have an attempt on goal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Maicon defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, that's neat. Back into the middle. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Brazil have their second corner now. Well, there's the clearance. Lille have the chance to go the other way. Tries to play it through. He's in space and looking for options. That's a sharp pass. Roberto Carlos. And now the breakaway. And it's Vieira.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Haaland. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Beckenbauer. And that is expertly dealt with. Gerrard. Rummenigge. That has not gone well. Now it's Van Basten. And that's a dangerous ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Hullet. Park Ji-sung. He's cut it out. Messi. Roberto Carlos. And it's Nesta. For Messi. Tchouaméni. Ferdinand. Michael. And it's Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. No, it's come to nothing. Van Basten. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Agentes de segurança de cada bloco, dirijam-se à sala de controle imediatamente. Substituição em andamento.
So off we go once more.
Lille really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And here's Hullet. Park Ji-sung providing an outlet on that flank. Haaland. Lille different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Park Ji-sung. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Van Basten. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldo chasing after it. Tchouaméni. Oh, nice one too, very nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a brilliant interception. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Great ball if he can get there. Brilliantly cut out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Van Basten. He's had a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away. And this is Hullet. Oh, important interception. And now they can spring out of defence. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Messi powering forward here. Gerrard looking for options for movement.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Beckenbauer. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
substituição no time do Brasil.
So the manager can make a change
Camisa
for the first time in the game here.
Camisa 15, camisa 21.
And still we await the first breakthrough.
Camisa 13.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And he shoots!
And he was there to get a vital touch. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kaká. Not the most accurate pass. Lille still have the cards to affect this game. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Mbappe. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Roberto Carlos. Now the delivery.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And this is Ronaldo. And he's intervened well there. Sends it crossfield. Now that looks a decent ball. Bellingham has it out wide and in space. And it's Kaká. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nice bit of trickery. Aims beyond. And the shot! Oh, it's in! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it.
Big chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United against Lille.
Few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And here's Hullet, played out to the right. Hullet takes a shot! Long ball upfield. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
And it's made its way to him. Lille are looking to go forward now. Rummenigge. Foot in. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Caresses it through. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gets his head on it! Throw in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's straight offside. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And he was quick to react. Now he's off and running. Araujo is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And here's Hullet. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cucurella. Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Not the most convincing of passes.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Can he get it through? Beckenbauer. That's an imaginative pass. Brilliantly cut out. Araujo. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van Basten. 15 minutes till half-time. Beckenbauer tries to pass it through. Van Basten. Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Can he finish? Goal! Nil! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Lille have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Araujo cuts it out. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Lille can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. O'Shea. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, he's not getting past him there. Strong running down that left flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Danger averted for now. Corner number 2 then. There's the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Lille, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Lille have their third corner. That is a brilliant interception. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Araujo. Great defending, strong and determined. That's been slipped through. And the shot! Split-second reaction.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Lille get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Lille are still that goal to the good. Spread it left. The less said about that pass, the better. Van Basten. Saliba spots it and intercepts. It's a pretty loose pass. A probing pass. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And this is Cruyff. And he's cut it out.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Park Ji-sung. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's a sharp little ball here.
Lille couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Great vision. Lille perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Shevchenko. Played into space. Oh, that's a key interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that was vital. Well, there's a probing ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. It's Park Ji-sung. And here's Mbappe. Park Ji-sung is wide and looking to get onto this.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cruyff.
That was lovely, that.
Aimed it. Up he goes! No mistake! There seemed no way back, but they are level. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Just eases him off the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shevchenko is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. It's a good run down the right. There's the terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now that looks a decent ball. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And he's intervened well there. Messi, Shevchenko, he gets big. Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof. What a header, flashed in with the crisp. And that is that. Lille can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear of him coming after me.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played into space. Well read, nice interception. And he's making progress on the ball. That's a promising position. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Van Basten. Looking to play him in. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pelé. Good, strong midfield running here. Robertson gets into some space. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Van Basten touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Lovely bit of skill. Cafu elects to cross. It's run loose here. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a sharp pass. That's been cut out, well played. Lille, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Gattuso. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. So much time and space here. Cross goes in there. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Caresses it through. Rijkaard. Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Picked out brilliantly. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He won't be happy with that one. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Robertson. Park Ji-sung is the team's great visionary. Well, that looks a decent ball. No way through. That's travelling a long way.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nedved concedes a free kick for that. Park Ji-sung! He's missed, but not by that far. Saliba, Ibrahimovic might just make this.
Lille are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Can he get on the end of this?
Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner.
And he's had a hit! Beckenbauer. That's Rijkaard. Van Basten. Now it's Gullit. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Rummenigge is onto this. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, it's Van Basten. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Beckenbauer. Lille are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Suarez. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung! Pele. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Luis Suarez. Cafu. And it's Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Hullet. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. Oh, he's bustling through here. And they've been given a corner.
Substitution on the field.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Number 7, Suarez. Number 10,
Saliba deals with that
Number
comfortably.
8,
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
on the
risks.
field, Number 9,
And here's
Hullet.
Hullet.
Number 27.
Well, that was well positioned and well
17,
pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Number 24, Rui Costa.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the shot! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Phoenix Rising really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
This is it then, now or never. And it's Cruyff. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now, can they get him away? Into the last 5 minutes. That has not gone well. Hullet. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, good spread. Not the most accurate pass. Saliba calmly anticipates.
Minutes has been indicated.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rummenigge. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Good read, needed to be. Hullet. And that's been into... And that is as far as it goes. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get.